Welcome to part 2. If you're just joining us, there's a link in the description area of this video where you'll click and you'll go directly to part 1 so that you start from the beginning, okay? Now, I was talking about Joseph Boinet having an intelligence background, yeah? In other words, he came from the intelligence service. Now, the world over, the head of the country's intelligence service and the head of the police force are never in good terms. Yes, the relationship is always icy. The relationship is always cold at best. Yes, it is always a complicated relationship. Yes, now in my view, that is a good thing. Okay, because when you get a situation whereby the head of the police and the head of the intelligence service are very good friends, they are bosom buddies, they understand each other, they understand what, or rather the police understand what the intelligence service is doing, it is not good for the country. It is not. Why? Because the intelligence service always does dirty things the world over. Yeah, intelligence is associated to dirty jobs. Yeah, most of the time, things under the radar, things which are illegal, etc., etc. Yes, that's normal with the intelligence service. Anywhere in the world, not only in Kenya. Okay, because they're supposed to be in charge of security of the state. Yes, and that supersedes everything else. Okay, even the law. Well. In actual fact, that's what's supposed to happen. Yeah, but let me not go into the legal technicalities of that. Yeah, but you get my drift. Very dirty. Now, the police is supposed to uphold the law. It's supposed to be enforce the law. Yeah, and it's supposed to be a stickler to the law. Yes, so the police service, in order to gain respect and confidence from the public, should enforce the law in a very fair way. They should stick and play everything by the book. Yeah, the intelligence service doesn't play anything by the book. Yes, so when you get a guy from the intelligence who has been bred and brought up in the intelligence service, and you put them in the police, what you're actually saying, yeah, in as many words, is that you want the police to look the other way. Number one, you want the police to condone a lot of dirty things. Okay. Bottom line, it is never a good idea for any intelligence person to come anywhere near being in charge of the police, being Inspector General of the police. It is never. Okay, and this, as we are seeing, this is unfolding on the Kenyan scene before our very eyes. Now I will go further and tell you how Kenyans have paid big time, yeah, for this major blunder of having people from the intelligence service heading our police. Okay, now with the benefit of hindsight, we can now reconstruct, yeah, the Jubilee plan right from the beginning for stealing this election, for rigging, for the massive fraud. Okay, and that plan involved the police a lot. Okay, that plan involved the security forces a lot. Okay, how? It involved the police in that the police were given equipment to deal with the protesters. Okay, and they were definitely given instructions, yeah, to deal with protesters in a certain way, very brutal way. Now, I don't need to go into details. We have all seen what happened. People being attacked in the houses in Kisumu. Yes, you remember that. Same thing happened in Mathare. Yes, the police were actually breaking doors. Indeed, in this channel, I have a video which shows police actually trying to break into a house. Okay, are protesters in a house? No. Are those people causing problems, so-called criminals inside a house which is shut? No. Okay. Yeah, so the whole plan, the whole master plan, yes, was to intimidate the masses, intimidate people, make people live in fear, yeah, so that they could execute their evil plan to defraud the Kenyan people without anybody stopping them, or without anybody raising a voice. Yeah, when you have the masses scared, they can't protest, they can't do anything, yeah, so they just accept and they move on. Now, the office of the Inspector General of Police is protected by the Constitution. It has what we call security of tenure. Yeah, that means the executive cannot fire the Inspector General. Okay, it's actually an independent office. It's an independent institution. Yes. Now, had we had a truly independent institution, in that this was not an ex-intelligence man, and this was not a man with political connections, because I'll tell you in a minute where his political connections are. Yeah, what would have happened is that the independent Inspector General of Police would have received this plan from the government that, oh, we want 1, 2, 3 done, and then this Inspector General would have told the executive, no, I'm not going to do it. yes, and they'd have given the executive reasons, yeah. They'd have said something like, with all due respect, sir, your excellency, yeah, or with all due respect, maybe talking to a CS, yeah, with all due respect, sir, yeah, I cannot do that because according to the law, 1, 2, 3, this cannot be done. Yes, this is against the oath of office I took as Inspector General of Police, yeah, because I'm supposed to protect, yeah, the citizens. That's what should have ideally happened. But instead, what did we get? The government, the intelligence service, whoever had that plan, came up to the Inspector General of Police and he was just saying yes, yes, yes. In fact, I dare say that a lot of these plans were put in place even without even thinking about him. Yeah, because they're just saying the police will do this, yeah. And then maybe somebody in the meeting says, yeah, just inform the Inspector General. Inform, yeah. Do not approach him to discuss the matter. Do not sit with him on the same table and discuss how this is going to be done, yeah. Yeah, it's just that, you know, inform, instruct the Inspector General of Police, yeah. Now, as a result of that, yeah, the police just becomes an arm of the Jubilee Party, yeah, to do what the Jubilee Party wants done, okay. Result, death of baby Pendo, 6-month-old baby is clobbered in the head by a policeman. Yeah, actually the mother was carrying him, the information that has now come through, the mother was carrying the baby on her back. The police burst into the house, yeah, they were actually asleep or something. So I think probably they got up and they were trying to defend themselves. So the mother actually had the baby on her back. So this policeman clobbers the mother, yeah. And when you clobber a mother who is carrying a baby, well, you know what can happen. If you're clobbering the mother, you're also clobbering the baby, yeah, because the mother is holding the baby. It's common sense, yeah. So the baby is clobbered, she dies, yeah. We also have the case of Mora in Muthaiga, yes, Stephanie Mora, yes. A policeman aims, yeah, in front of witnesses, yeah, and shoots the baby, the small girl, standard 4 class 4 girl, yeah, who is playing outside on the balcony of a house upstairs, yeah. Yes, that's what happens when you have an Inspector General who is not independent, yes, who is just an arm of government, somebody who just receives instructions, yes sir, yes sir, yes sir, and tafanya, yeah, and they just told what to do, instead of being the independent office they're supposed to be. And those people who set such rules are not mad, or they don't set such rules for the sake of it, yeah, they set such rules exactly for a situation like this one, yeah, so that the Inspector General is able to say no to government, to the rest of government, yes, so that the Inspector General is able to say no to the executive, yeah, and say no, I will not do that because the allegiance of the Inspector General, and this is something Bwana Boinet has got completely wrong, yeah, the Inspector General is not, because he has security of tenure, is not answerable to the executive. No way. The Inspector General is answerable to the people of Kenya. Pure and simple. Now just mark my words. As a result of the Inspector General getting his priorities wrong, yeah, and getting his real boss wrong, yeah, he's just about to go through a situation that will rudely inform him how wrong he was, okay? Because after all these controversies, mounting dead bodies, all associated, pointed to the police, yes, what will happen is that the guy will have to be on the spot, one way or the other, yeah? And I'm talking big time on the spot, because already I'm aware that this has attracted the attention of the international criminal courts, yeah? These are crimes against humanity, yeah? And so the Inspector General will have to answer to the crimes against humanity, yeah, the police force have committed in the Republic of Kenya. Yeah, that's really what it is. While if this guy was answerable to the public, had he started his job, whoever got him there, even if it's politicians who got him there, if the guy had been serious and decided, look, I owe my allegiance first to the people of Kenya, the guy would have been safe now. He'd have avoided so many problems, yeah, that are sure to come his way, okay? Anyway, I see I've run out of my time. In the next part, I'm going to give you some amazing information, yeah, background information on the police. As you know, most of you know my links to the police, so I know what I'm talking about here, yeah. So you know the drill. Just look out for the link on your top left hand corner, click on it, and I'll see you there in a bit. This is Chris Kumekucha.